Many people spend their lives believing that the answer to financial problems is simple. Work harder, sleep less, and sacrifice more. They wake before sunrise, return home after dark, and convince themselves that one more hour of effort will finally bring abundance. Yet years pass, and they remain trapped in the same cycle. They become exhausted instead of prosperous. The question is not whether they worked hard. The question is whether they understood how money truly flows. Money behaves like water. It does not remain where there is fear, confusion, or constant struggle. It naturally moves toward places where there is clarity, value, trust, and wise action. If someone keeps digging deeper into the wrong place, working twice as hard only creates a deeper hole. Effort without awareness often leads to frustration rather than freedom. The greatest prison is not a lack of money, but a mind that believes suffering is the only path to success. When people constantly think, "I never have enough," they begin making decisions from fear. Fear causes rushed choices, poor investments, unhealthy competition, and endless anxiety. These habits quietly block opportunities that could have changed their lives. Observe nature carefully. Trees do not force themselves to grow overnight. Rivers do not compete with mountains. They simply follow their natural path, and in doing so they reach the ocean. Wealth also follows a natural path. It flows toward those who cultivate patience, wisdom, discipline, and generosity instead of panic and desperation. Many confuse movement with progress. Being busy all day does not always mean moving closer to financial freedom. One person may spend 12 hours chasing small rewards, while another spends 2 thoughtful hours building something that creates value for years. The difference is not energy. The difference is awareness. Transform your money mindset. Financial abundance begins with your beliefs. Replace fear, scarcity, and limiting thoughts with clarity, confidence, and an abundance mindset to create healthier financial decisions. Most people believe that money exists only in their wallet or bank account. But long before it appears there, it first takes shape in the mind. Every financial decision begins with a thought, and every repeated thought gradually becomes a habit. If your inner voice constantly tells you that there is never enough, that success belongs only to other people, or that life is always a struggle, your actions will quietly follow those beliefs. You may hesitate to take opportunities, avoid learning new skills, or make choices based on fear instead of wisdom. This is why changing your financial life begins with changing your perspective. Start noticing the stories you tell yourself about money each day. Replace thoughts of scarcity with thoughts of possibility. Instead of saying, "I can never afford this," ask, "How can I create the value that allows me to afford it?" This simple shift opens the mind to creative solutions. Instead of closing it with doubt, be patient with yourself, because deeply rooted beliefs do not disappear overnight. Like a garden, the mind produces whatever seeds are planted and watered consistently. Plant thoughts of gratitude, confidence, discipline, and abundance. As these thoughts grow stronger, your decisions become wiser, your confidence increases, and opportunities that once seemed invisible begin to reveal themselves. A transformed mindset becomes the foundation upon which lasting financial peace and prosperity are built. Create value instead of just working hard. Wealth flows to those who solve problems and provide value. Focus on developing useful skills and serving others rather than simply increasing the number of hours you work. Many people spend years believing that the path to wealth is simply working longer hours, taking on more responsibilities, and pushing themselves to the limit. While honest work is valuable, effort alone does not guarantee prosperity. True financial growth comes from creating value that genuinely improves the lives of others. Every successful business, service, or profession earns trust because it solves a problem, saves time. Instead of asking, "How can I work harder?" begin asking, "How can I become more useful?" This single question changes your direction. Invest time in learning new skills, improving your knowledge, and understanding the needs of the people around you. The more value you provide, the more naturally opportunities begin to appear. Money is often a reflection of the benefit you bring to others, rather than the number of hours you spend working. A person who develops a skill that helps thousands of people may earn more than someone who works tirelessly without improving their abilities. Focus on quality instead of quantity, wisdom instead of exhaustion, and purpose instead of endless busyness. Continue refining your talents with patience and humility. When your work consistently creates meaningful results, trust grows, relationships become stronger, and financial rewards follow as a natural consequence of the value you have chosen to create rather than the hours you have struggled to complete. Practice calm awareness and wise decision making. A peaceful, focused mind recognizes opportunities that stress and anxiety often hide. Patience, mindfulness, and thoughtful action lead to better financial outcomes than constant busyness. A restless mind often mistakes urgency for importance. When thoughts are constantly racing with worry about bills, competition, or the fear of missing opportunities, it becomes difficult to recognize the choices that truly matter. A calm mind, however, sees with greater clarity. It does not react to every challenge with panic, but responds with wisdom and patience. This quiet awareness allows you to notice opportunities that others overlook because they are too distracted by stress. Before making any financial decision, pause for a moment and observe your thoughts. Ask yourself whether your choice is guided by fear or by clear understanding. Decisions made in haste often lead to regret, while decisions made with careful reflection usually create lasting benefits. Patience is not laziness. It is the strength to wait until the right action becomes clear. Just as a still lake reflects the sky more accurately than troubled water, a peaceful mind reflects reality without distortion. Develop the habit of spending a few moments each day in silence, free from endless noise and distractions. During these moments, fresh ideas, creative solutions, and deeper understanding naturally arise. You become less controlled by emotions and more guided by wisdom. Over time, this practice strengthens your judgment, improves your confidence, and helps you make choices that support both financial stability and inner peace. True prosperity grows from a mind that remains steady, observant, and balanced. Even when circumstances continue to change, build wealth through discipline and consistency. Lasting prosperity comes from small, consistent habits such as saving, learning, investing wisely, and making intentional financial choices instead of chasing quick rewards. Lasting wealth is rarely built through dramatic moments of success or sudden strokes of luck. More often, it grows from small, disciplined actions repeated consistently over many years. Every wise financial habit, no matter how simple it seems, becomes a brick in the foundation of a secure future. Saving a portion of your income, avoiding unnecessary spending, learning something new each day, and making thoughtful investments may appear ordinary, but their combined effect is extraordinary. The mind often seeks quick rewards because they bring immediate satisfaction. Yet lasting prosperity belongs to those who can remain patient and committed to their long-term vision. Discipline is not about denying yourself every pleasure. It is about making choices that honor your future as much as your present. There will always be temptations to spend impulsively, chase risky opportunities, or give up when progress feels slow. In those moments, remember that steady progress is stronger than occasional bursts of effort. A single wise decision, repeated hundreds of times, has the power to transform an ordinary life into one of stability and abundance. Continue learning, improving your skills, and reviewing your financial habits with honesty. Celebrate small victories without becoming careless, and treat setbacks as lessons instead of failures. When discipline becomes part of your character, rather than a temporary habit, financial confidence grows naturally. Over time, consistency turns simple, daily actions into lasting prosperity, proving that true wealth is built patiently, one wise choice at a time. Let money flow through gratitude and generosity. Gratitude removes the mindset of lack, while generosity and trust create positive relationships and opportunities. When money is managed with wisdom, purpose, and balance, it naturally supports long-term abundance. Many people believe that holding tightly to every coin is the safest way to become wealthy. Yet true abundance grows through a healthy balance of gratitude, generosity, and wise stewardship. Gratitude changes the way you see your financial life. Instead of focusing only on what is missing, it helps you recognize the opportunities, skills, relationships, and resources you already possess. A grateful mind is calmer, more creative, and less driven by fear, making it easier to make thoughtful financial decisions. Generosity does not mean giving beyond your ability or neglecting your own responsibility. It means sharing with wisdom, offering help when you can, supporting meaningful causes, and using your knowledge to benefit others. Every act of genuine kindness, strengthens trust. And trust is one of the most valuable forms of wealth in any community. When people know they can rely on your integrity, new opportunities, partnerships, and lasting relationships naturally begin to grow. At the same time, learn to manage money with purpose instead of emotion. Spend intentionally, save consistently, and invest carefully so that every financial choice reflects your long-term values rather than temporary desires. Money is a tool, not a master. When it is guided by gratitude, directed with wisdom, and shared with compassion, it becomes a source of peace instead of worry. In this way, abundance is not measured only by what you keep, but also by the positive impact your resources create in the lives of others and in your own journey